Hi everyone, we have here Dr. Matthew Webster from the CEO of YG Acoustics. Hi Matthew, thank you for taking the time to speak with us.
Thank you for talking to me.
So we are here at a special showroom right near the High End Munich show where you demonstrate this unbelievable creation. So could you describe it a bit? What is it?
This is the Gemini. Gemini is the new speaker we're launching here. It's the first speaker in a new range which we're calling Ultimate. For us, we've been working on this for 3 years. YG is really, we're a technology company that happens to make loudspeakers. We're all about understanding sound and how humans perceive music and every aspect of the technology of how to make that as realistic as possible. What we wanted to do was to have a tablet where we could sort of use all of our technologies without restriction. And Gemini is that. It's every technology, every innovation, every piece of science and engineering, everything that we've learned about how humans perceive music. You know, it's not making a laboratory instrument. It's making something that gives you goosebumps, that disappears. All of this engineering, all of this hard work is designed to make something which completely disappears. So when you listen to music on this, all you hear is the music. And it's a huge speaker, but so much of that technology is about being able to play the quietest pieces. It's the ability when the slightest of sounds rises out of silence, being able to convey that, as well as being able to play at rock concert levels. And so there's so much in this. It has this symmetric 7-driver array. These are exactly symmetric about the tweeter. We have a newly developed sub-bass driver below. There's a crazy external crossover. We've really hit this with all the technology and engineering that we can. We think it sounds incredible. It does some things on the measurement side. It does some incredible things. But really, that's secondary. What's incredible is how it sounds, and how it sounds not just from one listening spot, not the golden spot, but how it sounds over a huge area. Okay. It gives you that sense of being there. So that's what it's about.
So what would you say are the main differences between the reference series and the Ultimate?
The Ultimate has been a chance to push things one step further. So, for example, the sides of this is made of 3 layers of aluminium with a very special damping compound in between each one of them. The different layers are specifically chosen aluminium alloys to do exactly what we want in that area. Every piece in this is cut at our specialist CNC machines, and they're all shaped to avoid every possible resonance. We measure this so heavily, and this is such an inert cabinet. All of those same approaches are the same in reference, but this is taking everything one step further. It's having... this is 2 meters 15 tall. It weighs 500 kilos. Wow. We've been able to build bracing inside this and build cabinet technologies. The crossover itself, we've been able to use all of our simulation and our understanding of the science of how crossovers work, along with the drivers and cabinet volume. Again, by having that space and the ability to use whatever component is best, so many of the components in there are custom made for this, we can take it to that one level further. It's like anything else. It's sort of diminishing returns. It's pushing it just that little step further. But this is an exercise in it's an art and a science, and this is pushing it as close as we can to perfection.
Okay. So using the external crossover, is this a first for you?
We've played with external crossovers before, but it's an external passive crossover is so much better for a whole bunch of reasons. First of all, we make our speakers out of aluminium. Inductors in crossovers generate magnetic fields, and they interact with the cabinet. We can simulate those interactions and actually sometimes use them for the benefit of the crossover. But the easiest thing is just to avoid them. By making it external, the cabinet for the crossover is entirely milled out of this specialist resin, which has no interaction with the magnetic field. It's electrically and magnetically isolated. It's outside the vibration structure of the speaker itself. With our peaks, we already built the crossover into the plinth at the bottom, which is separated from the acoustic cavity. This separates it even further. And inside there, there's actually a suspension mechanism for the crossover, so it's isolated even further.
I see.
It then has practical advantages. It means, for example, this same speaker is available as a fully passive version,
Okay.
or an active sub version, where the bottom drive unit is run off an external amplifier, or as a fully active live version.
Oh, okay.
And in those cases, you don't change the speaker. The speaker stays exactly the same. You just
Right.
change the box that's outside.
Okay, so there is a fully active version of that as well.
Yes.
Okay, amazing. So this new series, the Ultimate, is it going to be a series? Will there be perhaps smaller models?
Or larger.
Or larger?
It's definitely a series. But when we introduced Peaks, we introduced 6 models in one go.
Yeah.
Because we wanted to meet the whole marketplace from a small bookshelf all the way to a big floor standard and a sub. With this is a demonstration of what's achievable. Yes, there will be other models. They're not going to come quickly. This is the beginning of a new range, but we don't have anything immediately planned. And yes, we'd like to make a smaller one as well.
Okay, that would definitely be interesting. So regarding the drivers, anything new about the drivers compared to the reference series?
These drivers, the 32 centimeter bass driver at the bottom is specifically designed for this. We use a 32 centimeter driver already for the bassist subwoofer, but this has a slightly different purpose and a slightly different performance characteristic. So this has been, the magnet structure, the motor structure are very specific to this. The rest of them are standard drivers. These are every driver that we have, we measure, and these are the very best of each one, and they're perfectly matched. But no, these are the same drivers. And in that sense, that's sort of an indication. With YG, this same 15 centimeter driver is in our little Cairn Peaks bookshelf, and it's pretty much the best driver of that size which is available in the world. So no, the drivers are something that we share across the whole range, and they're all the very best that we can make.
Okay, that really sounds amazing, a true masterpiece, what can I say?
Thank you.
So thank you so much for this interview. It was a pleasure.
It's a pleasure as always. Thank you.
Thank you.